Mmm. Oh. Hello, I'm Chef Don McMillan, and welcome to Simple and Delicious Recipes. And today, our delicious treat is going to be the best authentic Mexican beef tamales. Yes, and I'm going to make it with beef birria. Now, you're going to want to know how that is made, so I'm going to put the link right down below, and you can check out that video. Trust me, you're going to want to see it because it is delicious. You can make it ahead of time. You can do so many wonderful, great dishes with it. And today I'm going to make tamales. I'm also going to put the link down there for my salsa verde. It is a hit. It is delicious. Not the day you make it, even more the next day. You'll use it for so many different things with your tacos, with your tortillas. I can't tell you all the wonderful things. You'll think of even more. But anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and start making our beef tamales. Okay, so I want to make my tamale dough, and what we have here is the Masa Harina. We have here some baking powder, salt, beef stock, and I have lard. That's right, lard. And what we're going to do is just beat up the lard with a little bit of the stock, just to soften it up a little bit. So this is a roux whisk, if you're kind of wondering what kind of funny whisk that the chef is using today, and it's just a roux whisk. Just want to kind of soften up. What we want to do then is we're going to add our salt, and we're going to add in our baking powder. And then, using your hands, which are your very best tools, right? We just incorporate the dry ingredients. And once that's done, we're then going to take in the fat. So we're going to mix in the fat with our, and using your two best tools, right? Your hands, just squeezing it together just like this. So we softened up the shortening. Sometimes this is called, when you're doing other types of baking, a short dough. And really what it means is that it's loaded with fat. And as we already know, fat tastes good. All right, so I want it to be like a little crumbly, okay? Can you see that? So it's a little bit of crumbly, okay? And then we're going to add into it our stock to make the dough. Okay, so as you see, I'm incorporating the stock. I want a spongy dough, okay? Now, let's gather up all of this. And so we're looking at a spongy type of dough that you can spread, okay? If it's too thick to spread easily, okay? I don't mean slurry like pouring it, but spread. If you can't spread it, then just add a little more stock. And you notice when I was adding the stock, though, even though the recipe said a certain amount, I kept doing it with the way it was feeling it, because when you make different types of doughs, the companies have different mills and they're different fineness, okay? So even though you're measuring by the cup, it could be just a little bit different. So just go slowly, and there we go. So our masa is now ready. So let's go ahead and finish off those tamales. You saw how we made the masa, right? Now we're going to show you how to fill the tamales and how to go ahead and get them ready and cook them. You're going to love them. These are so good. So anyway, what I like to do is I have this little dough scraper and just get a good amount on there, right? And then you open up this is your corn husk, and I want to let you know I soaked them for about a couple of hours in water, okay? So just let them submerge them, put them in one of those Ziploc bags. That's an easy way to do it. Fill it with warm water, zip it, let it set for a little while, because you do want it to be pliable. You don't want it to be falling apart on you. And then just take some of the masa, and I'm opening it up. I'm going to start right here in this end, and then just give it a good smear, okay? Just smear it down like that. That's all you need, just smear, okay? And then we'll go ahead and do a bunch of those. See how easy it was to do that? Need in there. So I'm gonna take this wonderful salsa, and I told you the salsa verde, okay? It's there on below, you'll find it. But all you need is a little teaspoon and some of our beef birria. Put that in there. Look at that. Isn't that good? Try not to put a whole bunch in there. You just need some. And we're going to fold it and fold it again and fold it again. Look, that's it. Okay, let me do that in slow motion. A little bit of that salsa verde. Some more of that beef birria. Look, put that in there. Fold it. Fold it. Fold it. And keep doing it until you get all you want to cook. And then we're going to show you how to go ahead and put them in our steamer. Okay, now comes the time we're going to cook them. So I have my pot. I have a steaming basket in here. That's important. I'm going to put a little bit of water down there so they'll steam. And we're going to show you how to do that in just a minute. But first of all, I want to just go ahead and place them. And so the open side up, right? Okay, and then just go ahead and place them all the way around the pot, just like that. And you can stuff them, you can put more or less as you're going along. Well, I have my pot just loaded with tamales. Check it out. Loaded with tamales. I have water down just underneath that screen, and they're not floating in the water, but just enough so the steam will come up. And in order to keep the steam in there, I have some of these extras. So let's just go ahead and put those right on top of the wrappers. And then we have a clean cloth, and I'm just going to kind of fold that over the top before I put the lid on, just like this. Keep that steam in there, right? Okay, and we'll just put the lid on. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the fire and just get it started and just let it simmer. It's going to take at least an hour. We're going to check them in a while just to be sure. So after about an hour, I'll check them, and then we'll come back. If we need to cook them a little bit more, we will. But they're going to steam, and they're going to cook up, and they're going to be ever, ever so good. Well, it's been an hour and a half, so now this is what we've been waiting for. Let's just put the lid off to the side. Let's remove the toweling. Oh, they're beautiful, but we got to find out. So let's grab one of these babies right in here. Wow, my glasses are fogging up. The steam is coming out. Okay, we're going to just open it up. And the idea is to see that it's firm, right? Just like that, see? Comes right, holds together. And of course, you have to try it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little piece like this. Got my fork. It's really hot, so I can't wait. We've been working on this for a long time, and I just want to be sure it's perfect, right? So here goes. That's one hot tamale, I'll tell you. But you want to get some of your own, and I've given you the recipe below. Look, this is it, folks. The real deal, the real authentic Mexican tamale using our Barrera beef. I know you're gonna love every bite. So in order to get this recipe, check below. When you're down below, write us your comments. I respond to all the comments. Love to share information with you. Also hook us up with Patreon. When you subscribe to Patreon, it means so much to us, and it really, really helps us to do more delicious dishes like this. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like button, and please share it with your family and friends. Share it on the internet. We'd love to get more people to enjoy this great food. And as always, when you're cooking with Chef Don, it's absolutely simple and delicious. Oh, they're good.